Breaking at 11, a possible end to the pandemic is in sight. It appears the U.S. is finally on the brink of beating the coronavirus outbreak. Good evening, I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Rick Fulbaum, and tonight, President Joe Biden laying out specific target dates and goals to get back to pre-pandemic life. And here are the big takeaways. The president is directing states, all of them, to make all adults eligible for vaccines by May the 1st. He's also hoping to have the country closer to normal by the 4th of July, and will deploy 4,000 additional troops to make it happen. The announcement comes just hours after the president signed off on a historic COVID relief package.
CBS 46's Zach Summers is live in Atlanta with the major new latest developments. Zach.
Yeah, good evening. You know what, after what has been a dark year for so many Americans, President Biden offering up a bit of light tonight. However, the president says beating the virus depends on national unity, and that now is not the time to let our guard down. On the one-year anniversary of the coronavirus pandemic,
good evening, my fellow Americans.
President Biden promising all Americans 18 and older will be eligible for the vaccine by May 1st.
To do this, we're going to go from 1 million shots a day that I promised in December, before I was sworn in, to beating our current pace of 2 million shots a day.
The president hopeful as case counts are declining and millions of Americans are being vaccinated.
Things are better.
Dr. Robert Jansen, chief medical officer at Grady, is cautiously optimistic. The state's busiest trauma center has only 58 COVID-19 patients after exceeding capacity just 2 months ago.
There's hope on the horizon, and I think people are grasping at that.
Americans will also soon see relief in their wallets. President Biden signing a $1.9 trillion package with direct payments and child tax credits included.
Get them clothes, get them whatever they need, save money for the future.
The bill also adds money to the Paycheck Protection Program, helping business owners like Brian Malouf, owner of Manuel's Tavern.
We needed some very aggressive stimulus to get us moving forward and get us viable again.
President Biden says if every American remains vigilant, we could be back to near normal by July 4th. Now, President Biden and Vice President Harris are...
All right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. I double honors to the elders and apostles, peace, salutations, and mercy to the house of David, the hopeful elect scattered abroad. You got HoBiden, who made his presidential address to the nation earlier, and he said something that was key. He said that no later than May 1st, he wants all adults 18 and over to have access to the stab and jab, right? All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, now in the NLT, it says, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are not familiar with his evil schemes. The NIV says, in order that Satan might not outwit us, for we are not unaware of his schemes. All right, and these are all a part of the schemes of Satan, and Satan means the adversary. All right, so within the earth, you have the adversary to the Israelites, which are the sons of God. They have an adversary, which are the sons of the wicked. All right, when you go to Sirach chapter 33, verse 13, it says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. All right, and this is the conditions of life, man. All right, you have the sons of God, the Israelites, and you have the sons of the wicked, which are the Edomites. And this is all a part of their scheme. All right, because what they're going to do, all right, by this summertime, they're going to begin rolling out, jab access to everyone, right? You're going to have more and more people getting jabbed, and then what they're going to do, all right, because what made me think about this and what inspired me to go ahead and do this video is I was reading something on the internet. I was in this Facebook group, within the type of work that I do. it's a little community full of people who got the same trade as me. And somebody asked a question. They said, well, you know, somebody came in and asked, do I, you know, they didn't want to wear the mask because they had got the jab. They was like, well, I shouldn't have to wear a mask because I got the jab. And the person in the group was like, y'all, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? Should I have them show me proof of the vax and then, or what? And that made that hit. It was like, okay, yeah. You see, because a lot of people who get these jabs, they're gonna feel like I don't need to wear the mask no more. You know, I shouldn't have to wear the mask. I'm already protected, because in their minds, the jab is the protection. That's the defense against whatever's out there. So they're not gonna want to get masked. So what Esau's gonna do? He's gonna roll out, because they already have the app in Israel right now. They're already doing the proof of the jab app now. So what they're gonna do, which is only 2 months from now, going into the summertime, they're gonna roll that out here. They're gonna announce everyone, you know, who've been vaxxed to prove that you've been stabbed up. Just go ahead and download the app, and this is your proof. And they're gonna have the incentives for people. They're already doing it. You can already see. That's why it says we're not ignorant of his devices, his schemes. All right, this is what he's gonna do. That's why he's putting these incentives out. And I just got an alert how Walgreens is partnering with Uber, you know, to provide, you know, trips and free trips to go get jabbed up. All right, because they're gonna have a whole lot of incentives for you to get jabbed up. All right, and then they're gonna roll out the apps, and then you have proof, and now you're gonna have access to your old, you know, life again. All right, and you heard him mention, you know, normal and going back to normal and things like that. We want to be. He mentioned something about having things back by Independence Day. He said, how great would it be if July 4th we celebrate this nation's independence, but not only that, but the country's independence from this virus. That's what he said, right? So what they're gonna do is, this is gonna be the way back, but it won't be the same. But at least you'll be able to have gatherings, and they might go ahead and start rolling out the tickets. I mean, not tickets, the concerts and those type of things. Those things might start coming back. But hey, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's what he's saying. We everyone's getting jabbed up. We're gonna go back, peace and safety. The numbers are coming down. You know, more and more people are following the guidelines and all this shit, right? But it says that the sudden destruction is gonna come, and they tell you that in Sirach, the 5th chapter, verse 7, how the Lord basically gets you when you're in your security, man. That's how the Lord strikes with a vengeance. He gets you when you don't see it coming. All right, verse 4, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're on the watch. We're on our P's and Q's. We ain't trusting our enemies. All right, matter of fact, from there, let me just go back. Let me go to Sirach, the 12th chapter, and this is the Good News translation. Verse 10, it says, never trust an enemy. His wickedness is as destructive as rust. Watch out and be on guard against him. Even if he acts ever so humble, he is like a metal mirror that rusts away if you don't keep it polished. All right, so we're on guard, man. Like the devil said, be vigilant, right? That's what he said. Well, let's get that real quick, because we're being vigilant as well on the right hand side, in the light. You know, he telling people to be vigilant in their darkness, but we're being vigilant in righteousness. This is Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then, 14 actually, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light. See then that you work circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And that's not the one I wanted. I actually wanted, I think it's 2 Peter 5:8. 2 Peter, because he said be vigilant, because you have yourself the devil. It's in 2 Peter, so like your 1 Peter 5:8. All right, be sober, be vigilant, All right, because he said be vigilant, right? But hey, we're commanded, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to be vigilant as well. All right, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right, let's look up that word. All right, vigilant real quick. Vigilant means it's an adjective. Keenly watchful, to detect danger. All right, so be aware of the danger. All right, 2 Timothy 3:1 says that in the last days, perilous times shall come. Perilous means danger. All right, so we're in some dangerous, serious times. It says ever awake and alert, sleeplessly watchful. All right, the Lord said, I have set watchmen upon thy watch that will not give thee rest. Man, let me get that because I know I'm butchering it. Hold up. Isaiah 62 verse 6 says watchful, right? Isaiah 62:6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. All right, so hey, yeah, we being watchful. We're the watchmen. All right, now going back to 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 5 again, it says 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. And these people to sleep, all right, because you're going to have a lot of people that fold and roll their sleeves up and get with this shit, man. You know, they gonna get to it. You know, if once enough pressure get, put on them, they gonna bow. It says, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. And that's facts. All right, when do people like to get drunk? At nighttime. People don't really like to get drunk like that during, except, unless they on vacation or some shit and they in Miami, or whatever. Then people kind of drink during the day, but usually people like to get drunk in the nighttime, man. All right, so let's keep reading. It says, verse 8, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. Because what we're going into, man, these times, all we're going to have is our faith, man. And I just threw a prayer before I did this video praying, for the spirit, to endure and have the faith and know that the Lord going to provide and take care when that time comes. And I believe that the Lord is going to come through during that time. All right, verse 9, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who died for us, whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify another, even as also you do. And I hope this was edifying. All right, so I'm going to give the praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.